Hey there, how you doing? I wanted to go over your website quick and just some things you can do to get yourself out there more, improve your online presence. So I'm going to start by going through your website. I noticed that it looked pretty good. This is a really nice picture of a nice basement, got some text and where you serve. The same picture, you might want a different picture. Okay, so we've got what you offer, some more really nice pictures. It's kind of noticeable that this is a stock photo, but that's okay. It's not that bad. Okay, so a guarantee, call for an estimate, and then the footer. So overall, the website doesn't look too bad. The thing that I'm noticing is that there's not a whole lot of content on here, and that's an issue for two reasons. So one reason is that Google has crawlers and they come through and they're reading your services. They're trying to figure out what areas you serve and what services you offer. And the more information you have on your website, the more they're going to think you're an expert because that's what they have to go off of. The second reason being is that you want to beat out your competitors. So if your competitors have like 1,000 words, you're going to want to have 1,500, etc. Usually 1,500 words is a good happy medium to satisfy Google and also beat out your competitors. Within that content, you're also going to want to have keywords. So let's say that someone was Googling basement remodeling Boston and you literally had basement remodeling Boston on your website multiple times. That's going to make you really relevant to that search and you're going to come up a lot higher. So a lot more people will find you. Let's say we went to an actual Google search for basement remodeling Boston. This is called the map pack. And so the top three listed here are the ones that receive a lot of the work because they're super easy to find and they're listed right away. The websites listed below, these are called the organics, and the same thing, you want to be on the front page and ideally within these top three so that people find you. If we look at the first website here, all right, we can see, okay, got some pictures, some more pictures, a little bit about what they do, where they serve, some blog options, customer reviews, a little bit more about what they do, some testimonials, contact. So there's actually not a whole lot of content on here either. So if you had 1,500 words, you'd definitely be beating them out content-wise. So let's talk about why they were listed first. This is a paid program I use to research websites called Eros. I went ahead and put them into here so we can see what we're up against. The second thing I want to go over is UR and DR ratings. These ratings are really important to where you fall in the Google search results. So a UR rating is essentially a trust rating of your website in Google's eyes, and a DR rating is like a power rating of your website in Google's eyes. So how trustworthy your website is and how powerful your website is. These numbers are generally raised by backlinks. We can see that they have about 1,300 backlinks coming from 400 websites. And just to explain, a backlink is essentially a link that points back to you from another website. It's just a shout out. So let's say that a blog website wrote an article about basement remodeling companies and they listed your website URL as a company they recommended. That's one backlink. Okay, that's all a backlink is. The last thing I want to go over is organic keywords. These are the keywords that you want to include in the content that I was talking about before. For example, basement remodel Boston. There is approximately 60 people who Google this a month. Cost to finish a basement, Massachusetts. That's pretty relevant. There's approximately 50 people that are Googling that a month. Basement remodeling Boston. There's approximately 100 people that are Googling that a month. Basement finishing MA. There's approximately 30 people Googling that a month. Basement remodeling Massachusetts. Approximately 40 people Googling that a month. I mean, I could keep going, like Boston basements, 40, I could keep going and going and going. But I wanted to just show you some of these keywords. There's a lot of search volume for this in Boston that you're missing out on because you're not showing up at the top. All right. Now let's go through your website's ratings. We can see that your UR and DR rating is 0. right? You have one backlink coming from one website and you have 11 keywords. So let's take a look at those. Mainly just your name, right? Boston basements. Okay, you got basement remodeling, Boston. But it's showing that you're in roughly 31st place, which is about the third page of Google. Deck repair, right? So some of these keywords are on your website, but you're showing up so far down for it that people aren't going to find you. People really don't go past like the fifth or sixth spot on Google. They'll typically change their search results. So you can see why it would be important to be into those top 3 positions. You're going to have way more eyes on your site. The more people that find you, the more people that call you, and that turn into customers. So if you follow these tips, 1, getting at least 1,500 words on your homepage. 2, getting those keywords into your content. And then 3, raising your UR and DR ratings with some quality backlinks, you'll be able to at least get yourself up onto that front page. I hope that this was helpful for you, and I look forward to hearing your feedback. Have a great night.